Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into Scenario 5, integrating Claude Code into your CI/CD pipelines. Let's get started and transform how your team handles automated code reviews. Let's kick things off by defining what it means to use Claude Code in CI/CD. We are taking the exact same agentic tool you use locally in your terminal and plugging it directly into your automated pipelines. Why do this? Because it accelerates development. Imagine having a senior engineer instantly review every PR, generate missing tests, and provide actionable feedback before a human ever looks at it. But to make this work, we have to change how we think about Claude. Locally, Claude is interactive. In a pipeline, it needs to run headlessly. That fundamental shift in execution style is what we will master in this session. Look at this flowchart. Our CI/CD pipeline is the trigger. It invokes Claude Code, which then branches out to handle our automated code reviews, test generation, and PR feedback simultaneously. It becomes the intelligent engine at the center of your automation. If you remember only one technical flag today, make it the P or print flag. This is the golden rule of CI integration. When you run Claude Code on your laptop, it waits for you to type responses. If it does that in a GitHub action, your job will hang indefinitely until it times out, burning your CI minutes. By passing the P flag, you tell Claude Code, process this prompt, output the result, and exit immediately without waiting. Do not try to hack this by piping dev/null into stin. The P flag is the native, supported, and tested way to run Claude headlessly in automation. This sequence diagram illustrates the difference perfectly. On the top path, running without the flag causes the pipeline to hang waiting for input. On the bottom path, adding the P flag ensures Claude executes its task and cleanly returns control back to your CI runner. Now that Claude is running without hanging, how do we use its output? If Claude writes a beautiful paragraph explaining a bug, your automated scripts can't parse that to post a comment on a specific line of code. We need structured data. We achieve this by combining two powerful flags, output format JSON and JSON schema. By providing a strict schema, we force Claude to output a perfectly formatted JSON array containing exactly the fields we need, like file name, line number, and issue description. Your CI script can then effortlessly loop through this JSON to post precise, inline comments on the pull request. Here we see the data flow. We feed the PR diff and our strict JSON schema into Claude Code using the P flag. Claude processes these constraints and outputs guaranteed, structured JSON. That JSON feeds directly into our automated PR commenting script. Let's talk about the biggest architectural mistake developers make: same session self-review. Imagine you just wrote a complex feature. You think it's perfect. If I ask you to review it immediately, you have a massive blind spot confirmation bias. Claude suffers from this exactly the same way. If you use the same session context to generate code and then ask it to review that code, it retains its prior reasoning and will likely tell you it looks great. The solution: absolute session isolation. You must spin up a completely fresh, independent Claude session for code review. This fresh instance acts as an objective third party, catching subtle bugs the generator missed. This graph compares the two approaches. The top anti-pattern keeps everything in session 1, leading directly to confirmation bias. The correct pattern below breaks the chain. We generate, save, and then launch a totally fresh session 2 to get objective, high-quality analysis. As architects, we have to balance speed with budget. Claude gives us two execution paths: synchronous API and message batches API. The batch API is fantastic. It gives you a 50% cost savings. But there is a catch: it can take up to 24 hours to process. Therefore, you must route your workloads intelligently. Is a developer actively waiting for a PR check to pass so they can merge? That must be synchronous. Are you running a massive Friday night audit of your entire repository for technical debt? Push that through the batch API. Save your budget for the blocking tasks and use batching for your asynchronous, latency-tolerant reports. Let's trace the decision tree. A trigger occurs. We ask, is this a blocking pre-merge check? If yes, we route to the synchronous API for immediate feedback. If no, like a nightly audit, we route to the batch API, securing a 50% cost savings with a 24-hour turnaround. Let's look at a real-time use case you can implement today: the automated PR reviewer in GitHub Actions. When a developer opens a PR, your action triggers. It checks out the code and runs Claude Code using our golden rule, the P flag for non-interactive execution. We pass our prompt alongside output format JSON and our specific schema. Claude returns a pristine JSON array of identified issues. A simple Bash or Python step parses that JSON and makes calls to the GitHub API, placing comments directly on the problematic lines of code. And remember, if you have a Claude.md file in your repo defining your team standards, this headless agent automatically reads it, ensuring the review perfectly aligns with your internal guidelines. This sequence diagram maps our real-world use case. GitHub Actions passes the diff and schema to Claude. Claude computes and returns the JSON array. GitHub Actions then loops through that array, posting the results directly back to the pull request for the developer to see. To summarize, building a robust CI/CD pipeline with Claude Code requires strict adherence to a few key principles. You must use the P flag to avoid hanging your pipelines. You must enforce structured JSON output to make the data actionable for other scripts. You absolutely must isolate your generation and review sessions to defeat confirmation bias. And finally, architect your costs wisely by pushing non-urgent audits to the batch API. Master these, and you will build incredibly powerful, automated systems. I invite you to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and visit quicktechie.com for premium certification prep, including Q&A banks, full ebooks, audiobooks, full-length training, and interview guides. This final mind map pulls it all together. Our CI/CD integration relies on 4 pillars: non-interactive execution with the P flag, strict JSON formatting, high reliability through session isolation, and cost optimization using the batch API. Keep this map in mind when designing your systems.
Welcome to quicktechie.com. So just type in quicktechie.com here. Then you can go through the material which is provided by Quicktechie. So we have first of all video courses which you can go here and you can find the various video courses across the technologies as well as finance domain. So if you see in Microsoft, we have 8 programs currently running. Next, you can go through the ebooks available. So all the ebooks which are in PDF format today, and you can download this. So let me go through Microsoft certification ebooks. You can click on any of this and you can see this is the PDF available for you to download. So these are the premium ebook mostly available on quicktechie.com platform only. Now the second part is exam simulator. As we primarily focus on the all technology companies and finance domain certification preparation material. So this is company wide listed here and you can go through this. So let me go through the Microsoft one again. You can see these are all Microsoft related certification. AB 730 exam, if you open it, so you can see here this, and all the practice papers are available here. Today we have 5 practice paper. So click on the first practice paper. It would load the questions. You can answer this question. This is way you can answer it and you can move to the next question. Now third material we wanted to highlight is an audiobook. So we started recently with the audiobooks as well, which you can listen on the go, and various technology wise ebooks are available. And at the last, this is our alumni. These people who are subscribing to our courses and this platform, they are all listed here. And at the end, I wanted to tell you, if you find any course or training or certification preparation material which you want to get us prepare for yourself, please put on the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, on Udemy, or on this platform itself, quicktechie.com, then please put the comment, or you can even send an email to using this contact us options here. You can directly do the WhatsApp message. You can call us on this numbers as well.